Alright, how's it going? This is Nate from Disc Golf Underground. I'm here at Cat Hollow Disc Golf Course, and I'm doing a Sexton Firebird one disc round. So this is the only disc I'm allowed to putt with, throw with, anything. So I'll be doing a lot of forehand and backhand. Hopefully see how it goes, see if they're not just for looks.
So I'm kind of just planning on doing a mix of commentary from the course and then commentary after the fact. This hole, I actually usually throw a Firebird on this hole, so this wasn't very different for me. Although this is a brand new disc, so it was a little beefier than I was expecting, but the shot wasn't actually too bad. So this hole's interesting. It's got kind of a small gap on the right side, so I had to forehand it. Forehand is not my best skill. I don't have a terrible forehand, but for finessey stuff, eh. But anyways, I got it at least within putting distance. Of course, I kind of whiffed the putt. So my normal play on hole 3 is actually go over the trees on the left side with something understable. So I don't usually forehand here. So I wasn't actually terribly disappointed with this drive. Again, I'm missing the putt here. I think it was on the very next hole where I realized that I could grip the rim of the disc a little differently, so I think my putt's improved.
.365 blind over the hill. See if I can mash this out there. Pretty good. Ooh.
So no extra audio on this one because there was actually another guy in this hole that I was kind of talking to, and he had his music going. He was sort of asking me what I was doing, so I was telling him I was doing a one disc challenge. But then I proceeded to absolutely overcook this shot. This is about a 600-foot hole that plays along the right side of the trees, and I was really trying to push it out there as far as I could, but I just kind of overcooked it. I usually throw Discmania DD on this, which is a pretty overstable 12-speed driver. Overcooked my second shot also, so I really had nothing to do but lay up here. I wasn't going to try to make that putt with a Firebird and a headwind. I always mess up this hole. I usually throw a backhand turnover because I don't trust my accuracy and it's a little narrow. But then I kind of parked it, so.
So sadly, I think I might be playing better than normal. Oh! I just A7! Oh!
So yeah, I wish I could tell you that I got a picture of myself pulling my disc out of the basket or anything, but I didn't. I ended up going over to the last hole, and the guy there had a pen, so we both signed my disc, and then I just moved on to 8.
Alright, so hole 8 is going to be really crazy. I would never throw a Firebird on this hole. I guess I'm going to forehand to the right. Normally as a lefty, I throw over the top on the left side. Oh, okay. So this is a tunnel shot, and I've got a Firebird, so I'm gonna just try to thumb her over the top. Not bad. All right, so 505 feet. I'm just gonna throw this as hard as I can. A little bit, try to put some flex on it. My hands are getting sweaty though. Oh, that could be bad. All right, that's where I'm gonna throw from. Then I'm gonna put the camera over here so you can see where the disc lands.
So yeah, I had really noble intentions on this one, but it's kind of hard to see. You have to pay real close attention. You see the disc coming out right now. It's a little hard to see though.
Usually backhand this hole, but that's not happening today. So I guess I'm just gonna try to see how far I can smash a forehand. Not bad.
I pretty much consider this hole to be the easiest hole in the course for left-handed player. So I definitely sawed this off.
Whew.
These next two holes are funny because I really thought they'd be pretty easy with the Firebird, but I usually throw a mid-range on these holes, so You'll see right here, I definitely overshot the basket, ended up in these bushes back there. It was really hard to even get to where my disc was, much less have a shot on the basket. Yeah, and then same thing here. I thought, no problem. I'll just put it out there and it'll go right in. Ended up throwing pretty far long, just because I'm used to throwing mid-range. This is another hole that I hate because it's narrow, finishes right to left. But I thought, hey, forehand's been pretty good today, and then immediately hit not the first tree, but I did not advance very far. Barely snuck it through on my approach, but it was not bad.
Okay.
This hole is pretty demanding off the tee because you effectively have a triple mando to get through. But I managed to hit the gap almost perfectly. So I was pretty happy about it. And then I just had a finessey forehand from there up to the basket. As previously discussed, my finessey forehand is not great, but I actually managed to park it. Last hole, usually backhand this one, but the forehand isn't very hard, so naturally I threw a terrible shot into the bushes. And actually, if you look here, to get out of the bushes, I ended up throwing right hand backhand, and I'm left-handed just because it was the easiest.
All right. All right, so that was Cat Hollow with the Sexton Firebird. Pretty good round, actually. I think there's something to be said for, you know, playing with just a single disc. It simplifies everything. You don't overthink it. Also, I got an ace. The guy in the hole right behind me was there to sign it. So, yeah, man. Sexton Firebird, they're pretty good, not just for looks. Thanks, everybody. Come out and hope you like our videos.